Well, we are now ready to assemble this. We need to, well, we're not ready to assemble yet. We've got to clean it up first. So we're going to clean this surface here along with this surface, and we'll put the O-rings in for the piston, get the piston in there, load the brake disc and the pressure plate and all that stuff. Then we'll put some sealant on and then bring this guy back into place and get it married back up again. So let's clean this up and get our O-rings in and piston installed.
How many gallons do you think that tank will hold already?
Alright, so we've got the goodies all loaded into the differential. We've got the O-rings installed, which they were a pain in the butt. They always are. Seems like it takes about 3 times to get that outer one in. Nate ended up coming over, provided a hand holding the one side in. We got the O-rings in there. We've got the piston pushed into place. I have pounded those pistons in before. And last year I ended up making this piece of angle iron and utilized that as a pusher with these blocks of wood up against the piston. Push that in, works a lot easier. We've got our surfaces all cleaned up. We've got some sealant applied. Now we're gonna go ahead and put that into place. Gonna be a bit of a mongrel, but we'll get after it here. I better tie this wire up out of the way here so I don't pinch it. And I'll get one of these guys to help me guide her on in there. Okay, so this took quite a bit of work to get in there, to get lined up, and it just went in. We probably worked on this for over an hour getting it lined up. So now we'll go ahead and put all new hardware in here, get this married up, clean up the axle, and start putting this side completely back together here. Well, we've got that left side on there. Now we are just starting to take this right side apart. We got Andrew out of school here. We've got a couple of extra helpers. Nate and Christian were doing oil changes, and this side of the shop is opening up now so that we can work on this side of it. We had a heck of a time getting the bolts out of this dual. We had to break out this new air gun. And they were tight, weren't they, Nathan?
Sure were.
He uses the little hammer. Gotta get the big boy. I'm just gonna hold the camera and watch him, right, Sarah? I'm gonna put Paul Bunyan on this. The end of the axle, not the hub, the end of the axle. Sarah, show him how to do it, will you?
No. No.
Wind up. Put a wind up on that, will you?
What?
Wind up a little more.
You shut up.
Oh my God.
Right when I know it's only going to take one hit, I'm going to take the hammer from him and do it. It might have broke loose. Nope. Let's pull these Allen screws out. That'll allow that inner wedge to fall in. That will let him hit it a couple more times before I end up hitting it. Nate's getting mad. It's getting mad. Told you, I'm just gonna hang on to the camera. Talk to it, Nate. It's going. I can see it. I can see it. He wound up pretty good on her. It didn't. Well, let me try it some.
Sure. Here, I'll make
You
the
can put the commentary in there.
Wind up! Dickhead.
Already defeated. 3 swings.
You just can't, you can't put any, you loosened it up. I told you I was gonna get on it just the minute it was loose.
What are your thoughts?
I don't know.
Oh my God, unbelievable. Nathan done broke her loose.
Yep. Hog was cranked.
It was. Very strange.
Oh, I can't figure that one out, can you? Oh boy. All right, so we got to pull the snap ring off. And then, well, you can start loosening them ones there if you want. Gotta pull that snap ring off and get this inner wheel out. So, all right. Well, we'll get this off of there. Pull this side apart. Yeah. Well, we're doing this side a little different. We spoke about doing it this way on the other side. We're unbolting the wheel, the rim assembly, from the center hub. We had a heck of a time lining that other hub up over there, putting it back on the axle. We got a lot of weight on the inner part of the wheel. There's a 1400 on there. And it just made for a pain in the butt to line that back up. So we'll get the forklift underneath that. Take that top bolt out. And you can just take the wheel right off.
Yay.
Alright, Nathan's just removing the snap ring, which some snap ring pliers are almost at the max.
Can't really get a grab on it. No. Here. Get it up here.
Someone's gonna get it in the face. Alright, now we gotta break that loose again. Do I whack on it or do you?
Well, you do it.
Alright, I did a pretty good job last time, didn't I? Well, I guess he's gonna take a swing at it. I guess he broke all his belt loops.
You're broke before.
Whoa! 2 hits. That's pretty good, Nate.
Damn.
Trash bucket's over here.
Yeah, the 8220 is missing its fill can. What'd you do? This thing was scrap it.
Well, that wheel weight came off harder than taking the whole assembly off all as one. So we're probably gonna wish we didn't do it that way, Christian. Right, Sarah? All right, so he's getting these bolts out of this final drive. I'll get the forks underneath it. Yank it out. And we'll see what the brakes look like on this side. Progress there. He got it to move anyway. Well, I don't know what he figured out, but he got it figured out. In order for us to get underneath this final drive, we had to remove a few things. And the sump screen line is one of the items, which that has to come off anyways, and then we sneak underneath this final drive. We had a hydraulic hose that was in the way as well, and how much you gonna lose? I think that's where that sump screen is. Yeah, it's right in behind that line. Alright, so we're going to continue disassembling here. That should stop.
This one did.
That one might go for a little while. I already had the belly drained, but yeah. And then we got to remember to pull that sump screen out and clean it. Alright, so we can get this apart. We got to. Oh, you know, we had some ratchet scrap hog timer back. Where's that at? No, it wasn't that one. Regular pull strap. Blue one. Yeah, over here. Hold it. Alright, watch your feet. Just getting into it. Oh! Mucho gone on the backside. Mucho gone. So, yeah, this one's worse than the other side. So, piston shot, brake disc is shot. Let's pull this sucker out of here. Okay, so that's where all our material is coming from. It was coming from the two metal objects coming into each other. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna clean everything up, pull our O-rings, clean all this up, sand this all down, and then put that back in. Just like the other side, right?
Yeah.
Okay.